Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This video book is a summary of the original work. The complete book by the author can be found at the link in the description of this video. Before continuing with listening to the video book, we ask you to support us by subscribing to the channel and activating the notification bell. Stay with us until the end of the video and let us know what you think. Thank you. Napoleon Hill, the architect and visionary of motivational and personal growth literature, guides us through the intricacies of his enlightening manuscript. In this book, he reveals a plethora of tools designed to open the mind and propel the reader into a universe where enhancing fulfillment in every aspect of life is possible, from love to money, from social life to personal achievements, all the way to professional goals. With mastery, Hill paints a picture where the key principles of his philosophy apply universally, from interpersonal relationships to daily challenges, to the work environment. He teaches us, whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve, a mantra that resonates through the pages of the book. Even though the pages of this text were written many years ago, its teachings maintain an unchanged resonance and validity. Time does not diminish the depth and relevance of Hill's principles, making his work a perpetual beacon in the darkness of doubt and uncertainty. This is not just any book, it is a unique work that originates from the success formula revealed by Andrew Carnegie, who was not only a steel magnate and a multimillionaire, but also a benefactor of knowledge, helping thousands of men achieve prosperity by sharing his secret. It is literally true that you can succeed best and quickest by helping.
The author. The author in question is an illustrious American writer and essayist, recognized as one of the pioneers of the modern literary genre focused on personal success. Among his works, Think and Grow Rich, 1937, stands out for its fame and relevance, a milestone in the field of personal and professional growth. In this emblematic text of his literary production, Hill expressed a fundamental principle: what the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. This statement is not just an inspiring phrase but the core of his philosophy of success. According to Hill, this philosophy is based on unshakable pillars such as freedom, democracy, capitalism, and harmony, seen as essential elements to nurture and support personal faith. He argues that without these fundamental pillars, the building of self-confidence and one's own success risks collapsing. In this context, Hill relegates fear and selfishness, which he considers primary sources of failure and lack of success, to the margins of his thinking, granting them no relevance in the pursuit of personal fulfillment. In Think and Grow Rich, Hill doesn't just expound theories. He offers readers a tangible method to achieve success. He introduces the concept of the definite major purpose, urging his readers to deeply question what they truly believe in. Hill, through penetrating analysis, concludes that 98% of people lack unwavering faith in something, thus placing success beyond their reach. Through his writings, Hill also
We can achieve our goals in life only when driven by burning desire. Nel nostro incessant pursuit del successo, dobbiamo comprendere un principio fondamentale, possiamo realizzare I nostri obiettivi nella vita solo se siamo guidati da un ardente desiderio. Questa fiamma interior è la chiave per trasformare I sogni in realtà. Many of us nurture the desire for wealth and financial independence. However, mere desire isn't enough to materialize our goals. It's essential to fuel that desire with a passionate fervor that transcends mere aspiration. Without such passion, our dreams hang by a thread of hope. Let's consider the story of Thomas Edison, for instance. After over 10,000 failed attempts, he didn't lose hope. He was fueled by an unshakable desire to invent an electric light source. Despite countless failures, his burning desire never wavered. As he himself stated, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This determination and resilience guided him toward the triumphant outcome, the invention of the light bulb. Writer Fannie Hurst is also a perfect example of tenacity. After facing more than 36 rejections, she didn't abandon her burning desire to see her works published. Her dedication paid off when finally one of her stories was accepted by a newspaper. From then on, her literary career took flight. Hurst demonstrated that the power of desire can triumph. Setting goals and detailed planning are the foundation of every achievement. In the journey towards success, precise goal setting and detailed planning are the cornerstones upon which every great accomplishment stands. Every tale of triumph begins with individuals possessing a clear vision of what they aim to achieve. Before embarking on the pursuit of any dream, it's essential for you to precisely define your purpose. For instance, if you aspire to wealth, determine the exact amount you intend to accumulate. But it's not just about setting a goal, you must also understand when you aim to achieve it and what resources you are willing to invest in its attainment. A specific goal floating in a vague future is like a beacon without light. It points a direction but doesn't illuminate the path. Equally fundamental is formulating a detailed plan, outlining every step necessary for the realization of your goal. And once the plan is in place, act without delay. Every wasted minute is a missed opportunity. To cement your desire for success in your mind and actions, you can use the following method. Jot down your goal and the detailed plan to achieve it. Then, read these notes aloud twice a day, once in the morning after waking up and once in the evening before going.
Successful people have unshakable faith in themselves. Having unshakable faith in oneself is the key to ensuring not only the ability but also the desire to achieve one's goals. This faith is the foundation upon which every success is built. No wealth has ever been amassed, no distant continent discovered, no invention realized without a profound belief in one's abilities as a base. Mahatma Gandhi embodies remarkably the transformative power of faith. Deprived of conventional tools of power, such as money or an army, Gandhi managed to challenge the British colonial empire and lead his country to independence. His sole instrument was the firm belief in his ability to exert such a deep influence on his countrymen as to unite and mobilize an entire nation towards a common goal. Faith in ourselves exerts a determining influence on our self-perception and how we approach life.
Using autosuggestion, our subconscious can influence our behavior. Utilizing autosuggestion, our subconscious can influence our behavior. The art of autosuggestion acts as a catalyst for our subconscious, shaping our behavior in surprising ways. Unshakable faith in ourselves isn't an innate gift or a random gift of destiny, it's a skill that can be nurtured and strengthened through consistent practice of autosuggestion. Autosuggestion is a process by which we influence ourselves through the repetition of targeted and positive ideas and thoughts. It's an inner dialogue that directs our subconscious, sowing seeds of confidence and self-conviction. This process can be used to instill specific commands or positive goals into our subconscious, thus enhancing our self-efficacy. Essentially, autosuggestion rests on three fundamental pillars: the belief that we can achieve our goals, the awareness that our thoughts can materialize into reality, and the determination to pursue our paths with confidence and resolve. The more we employ autosuggestion, the more it becomes a powerful ally in our journey towards success. By
Knowledge is power, but it shouldn't be just what you learned in school. La conoscenza è potere, ma non deve essere ciò che hai imparato a scuola. Knowledge is a key element in achieving your life goals, but to fully appreciate it, one must reconsider its traditional meaning. Forget the notion that knowledge is limited to a high school diploma or a degree. The reality is quite different, as Henry Ford's case eloquently demonstrates. Despite not completing high school, this didn't prevent him from founding an industrial empire and amassing millions. To aspire to success, it's not essential to cram your mind with facts and data. What truly matters is acquiring the right experiences and knowledge, leveraging your strengths, and maximizing your potential. The real key lies in the willingness to continue learning throughout life. Becoming complacent is, in fact, the worst enemy of those striving for success. You must always be willing to actively and strategically expand your knowledge. There are countless ways to enrich your cultural baggage: attending university, participating in evening courses, or gaining practical experiences. It's also important to develop the ability to know where to find the necessary knowledge. It's not essential to personally possess all the information. Often, it's more useful and
the laboratory of imagination, where we can turn our dreams into reality. Il laboratorio dell'immaginazione, dove possiamo trasformare I nostri sogni in realtà. Every journey towards success begins with a spark, an idea. And behind every idea, there is a powerful and magical engine, imagination. It's the creative laboratory of our minds, the place where dreams take shape, transforming into ideas and eventually into tangible reality. This imaginative capacity manifests in two distinct forms: creative imagination and synthetic imagination. Creative imagination allows us to conceive something entirely new. It's the tool that brilliant composers, visual artists, and writers employ to bring forth unprecedented works, unique in their kind. On the other hand, synthetic imagination deals with reorganizing pre-existing ideas into novel combinations. Take, for instance, the developers at Sony, who used this faculty when they transformed a common dictation machine used by journalists into an innovative portable music player, the Walkman. In many cases, creative and synthetic imagination can work synergistically, leading to extraordinary outcomes. A notable example is the story of Asa Candler and the Coca-Cola brand. About 140 years ago, Candler turned a simple headache remedy into a global icon. While he didn't invent the original formula for Coca-Cola, purchased from a pharmacist for $3,000, his innovative marketing strategies and business plans made it a worldwide success. To prevent your
Understanding strengths and weaknesses increases professional success. Knowing one's strengths and weaknesses increases the chances of professional success. Understanding and accepting these aspects is crucial for professional success. This process, known as self-awareness, is essential as factors like lack of clear goals, absence of ambition, procrastination, and lack of determination are often the root causes of failure. Self-awareness enables one to take constructive action to address these weaknesses or at least balance them with their strengths. To accurately identify your areas of strength and weakness, undertaking a deep and honest self-analysis is essential. You don't need to consult a psychologist for this. You can start simply by reviewing a series of introspective questions. These could include reflections like, have I achieved my goals this year? Have I always been kind, courteous, and collaborative? Have I made decisions promptly and decisively? After conducting this self-analysis, it's equally important to compare your personal perceptions with external evaluations. This is best achieved through an open and honest conversation with someone who knows you deeply.
Positive emotions are the key to a successful life and must be strengthened. Our subconscious mind is a vast and intricate archive that records every sensory stimulus, feeling, and thought we have experienced, whether positive or negative. This repository of memories and emotions is not just an inert warehouse. The subconscious constantly influences our actions, shaping our behavior in ways that can be both constructive and destructive. Therefore, if we wish for our subconscious to support us in achieving our desires and goals, we must nourish it with positive feelings. The quality of emotions and thoughts we internally nurture determines the direction in which the subconscious will guide our actions. If we focus on positive emotions such as enthusiasm and love, the subconscious will act as an ally, propelling us towards achievements and growth. Conversely, if we let negative feelings like anger, hatred, a desire for revenge, or pessimism prevail, our subconscious can become a force that drags us down, trapping us in a cycle of negativity and discouragement. A fundamental step towards a positive mindset is to avoid the influence of toxic individuals and situations. For instance, steering clear of pessimistic people who revel in proclaiming an ill-fated destiny or disregarding their discouraging comments can have a significant
Successful individuals are remarkable for their determination and steadfastness. A thorough analysis of over 25,000 biographies of individuals who didn't achieve professional success reveals a surprising truth: the primary cause of their failure was lack of determination. In contrast, studying the success stories of multimillionaires has highlighted two common traits: the ability to make swift decisions and the determination to stand by them. A certain degree of stubbornness, as long as it doesn't turn into blind stubbornness, can even be an advantage. Henry Ford is a clear example of this theory. He was famous for his tenacity in sticking to his decisions, even when faced with contrary advice. A notable instance is his decision to keep producing the Model T, despite it not being particularly stylish. Many urged him to replace it with a more modern model, but Ford persisted, continuing to yield significant profits from it. Others' opinions are easy to come by, everyone has one, and many are ready to offer theirs. To avoid the risk of negative influences and undermining one's own determination, it's wise to limit occasions where others can express critical judgments. Especially for those who are easily discouraged, it's prudent to keep their plan.
Only the persistent will succeed. Throughout any project, regardless of its nature, we all come across hurdles and difficulties. In such situations, most of us are too quick to abandon our plans and let the project die. But there are some people who, despite all obstacles, stick to their original plans and give their dreams the space to bloom into reality. Persistence and resilience are crucial. This means, above all, consistently working towards our goals and not losing sight of them. However, stubbornness and obstinacy should be avoided at all costs. If, let's say, there's a desperate need for a price correction, you must also be willing to enact it. If you want persistence and resilience to take root in your habits, here are 4 simple but crucial rules. You must have a concrete goal and develop a burning desire to achieve it. You need a comprehensive and precise plan to support the implementation of your goals. You might not let yourself be influenced by negative and discouraging opinions. You need an intimate and trusting relationship with a person or a group that provides you support and assistance. Think of these rules as a special exercise program to help you develop your personal resilience and persistence. To achieve great things, it's necessary to be smart and surround yourself with intelligent people. The more ambitious the goal, the more intricate the planning becomes. And, when planning gets complicated, executing the goal becomes a challenging task. In such situations, the brain behind the project requires creative, intellectual, and moral support from others. This mutual support is most effective when it takes the form of a brain trust, a selected group of brilliant minds. Unlike a network, which involves more casual cooperation among partners, a brain trust focuses on a common goal, developing skills and maintaining a system of checks and balances. The most relevant aspect of a brain trust is its synergistic effect, when two or more people who collaborate well together combine their abilities, talents, specialized knowledge, experiences, and resources, and use them to achieve a common goal, the result will be greater than the mere sum of its parts. The main message of this book is that wealth, in any form, seldom stems from luck or coincidence. Instead, it's almost always the result of a series of traits and skills that anyone can learn and acquire. The book addresses crucial questions such as, how can we identify the right goals in life, and how can we translate them into concrete actions? What skills and knowledge are essential to achieving success? Some fundamental points emerge. We can only achieve our goals if we're driven by a burning desire. Precise goal setting and detailed planning form the foundation of every outcome. Successful individuals possess an unwavering faith in themselves and use autosuggestion to positively influence their behavior. Additionally, recognizing one's strengths and weaknesses increases the likelihood of professional success, and positive emotions are crucial for a successful life and must be constantly reinforced. Thank you for listening to this audiobook. We ask you to support us by subscribing to the channel and clicking the bell icon to receive notifications for each new audiobook we publish. Leave us a comment about the audiobook you just listened to or suggest a book title you'd like to find summarized and available for listening on the channel. Until next time.